Welcome back, Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another episode of Music with Nick. So today we got something super special. I think this is the first time we're going to do actual classical music. I mean, Alexia and I did react to one of a classical piece, but it was more opera. This is more an instrumental piece, and it's actually, we're going to react to some music by Bach, but played by the great violinist VANESSA MAE, or Mae. I called her always VANESSA MAE. I don't know, but I know it's Mae. And she's just amazing. I've been listening to her for, I guess 20 years now, when she just came out with the, I think it was the Four Seasons by Vivaldi. And I was just blown away. And I would copy a lot of that stuff onto guitar when I started, because I was just obsessed with classical runs and all that good stuff, melodic minor scales. And yeah, so today we're going to do this song for our dear friend Frank from Canada. Thank you so much, Frank, for this request. This is awesome. I'm really excited. I can't wait to play this to Alexia, of course. But I'm like the crazy one in the family about classical music. Also, I guess that's why I love so much, let's say it, Yngwie Malmsteen. He is fast. He plays classical guitar. Not really classical guitar, but classical runs and all that good stuff. So yeah. Okay, so this is from the album The Violin Player. Let's see what year this is. 1995. Wow, she looks so young on that cover. I guess she was in her 20s or something. Already super talented. Always. She's always been great. So we're going to start it off with the first song, and it says Bach, Toccata and Fugue in D minor. Let's get it on. And I know there's a special twist on VANESSA MAE's music. She uses elements like techno and beats. And she can also play just the way it's supposed to be, but she has that touch to use electric guitars and all that good stuff. So I haven't really heard this tune. I'm honestly only have heard the Four Seasons, and those used a lot of good stuff like distortion and beats and stuff like that, like techno. All right, Frank, well, thank you so much. Again, everyone, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. If you would like to get a request, I just opened them up again yesterday, so you could check it out on Buy Me a Coffee and maybe request a song or a marathon, whatever you'd like to do, of course. All right, let's get into it. Thank you, Frank, and let's have some fun. Here we go. Wow. I've never heard it like this. Okay, 1 second. The cool thing about this, I've heard, of course, Toccata. I've heard that hundreds of times, but I've never heard it played by a violin. It's always the organ. It's so crazy that she could transcribe this to the violin. So let's just go back, because I know it's gonna start here to get a little bit crazy. I love this, by the way, Frank. This is such a good idea. Okay, let's go. It's insane what she uses. She uses everything in the book. There's like, you know, other instruments, distortion, electric instruments, like keyboards. It's just so full of life. I mean, I know it's not 100% true to the original, but I can just see the good intention to make it fun and to make it a little bit different. I mean, we've heard this so many times and everybody plays it almost exactly the same. So just to hear it in a different light and, you know, with a different intention is so refreshing. And there's so many licks that I do on the guitar that I used to do, like I overdid them. I used to play that so much and people would always tell me like, you and your classical solos, what's wrong? I just like it. You know, so yeah, I mean, a lot of counterpoints here, pedal notes, love it. It's just great. I love it to death. Purists might not like this, but come on, I mean, you know, just take it a little bit lightly and have fun. And music doesn't always have to sound exactly like it was written, you know, 300, 400 years ago. But I mean, I think this is great. I just love it. Just wanted to say, because I don't want to interrupt too much, but Frank, this was a great idea. I'm having a blast. So thank you. Let's continue. Fantastic. Yes, I mean, there were a lot of changes, of course. I mean, you can't really play Bach on the violin and just not use other elements. So, of course, I see that there were like, this was Mike Batts and the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. There were, of course, involved, and a lot of synthesizer technology, of course. I mean, but it always sounded great. And then when she went off at the end, I mean, the legato she was playing and how clean she was playing that violin is just amazing. And I'm sure she has recorded like you know, Niccolo Paganini. I'm sure she has done that. Let's see. I mean, I'm sure she has an album with the 24 Caprices. I mean, there's Tchaikovsky, of course, Bach. This is the one that I bought, the original Four Seasons. Yep. And the Devil's Trill Sonata. Wow. Wow, she hasn't done anything since 2004. I don't know why she stopped. I mean, I guess she must have gotten so much money from these albums, but just a fabulous musician and player. This was great. Really, really cool. I really enjoyed this, and I got something now. Opened up a spark on my mind, so I'm gonna do something for you, Frank. I want you to hear something. I'm just gonna do this because I always want to do a little marathon, but that's a surprise, and that's gonna come in the next video. So thank you so much, Frank. Thanks everyone who listened to this. I hope you did enjoy. If you're a classical purist, come on, don't be offended. It's all good. It's all music and it's talent, and sometimes it can be interpreted in a different way. It doesn't have to be 100% the original. I think that what she's doing is very, very cool, and you always have to innovate a little bit, you know, innovate and give too, you know. And even though it's something that was written hundreds of years ago, you can play with that and make it a little different, have a little fun with it. And I guess we should not be too serious about how stuff is played, because I mean, come on, like, then look at jazz. I mean, look at a jazz recording. It's always going to be different. The chords are going to stay the same, but the interpretation is always going to be yeah, I mean, they're going to improvise over those chords, and it's always going to sound a little bit different. So that's what I like about music, that it's can always change the colors, you know. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.